Sorry, my dog followed me in and she's real adorable. I've been trying to teach her this, but watch this. If I tell her, hold, Smidge, hold, she'll just kind of like bite my hand gently. It's really adorable. And it's so cute. Yeah. Anyways, now that we're back, let's talk about the news. The news, there's so much of it. Well, okay. Alright. First and foremost, we have one big deal for BTD 6. This is the only news for BTD 6, and is this right here, Boat Paragon. Which I predicted, and that's hype. That's all the BTD 6 news. Okay, so now we've got the patch notes. Patch notes that are coming very soon. 1.0.4. So what do we have? XP changes. They're increasing XP for towers again. They already did this once. They're doing it a second time. I don't think that's a bad change. I think a lot of people have still been unhappy with the XP changes. Good change, good stuff. Balance changes. Now, this is very fast and caught me a little off guard, and I think these are the big deal. So, Heli gets the change that it is base price down 200. I think that's great. Makes it earlier you can afford this. Heli, one of the worst, I think, towers in the game currently. It's down there. It's definitely down there. I could go into why it's bad, but I won't. Just a bunch of price cuts across the board. Very, very good. Glue Gunner has an increased attack rate, which I think is the weirdest change, and a bunch of price cuts. It's a little weird, but it makes sense. Glue, once again, probably one of the worst towers in the game currently. It's good in BTD 6. It's not good at all in battles. It's a waste of a slot. Tack. 2XX Tack got a slight price increase. And Maelstrom, surprising probably no one, got a slight price increase. Someone told me there's a bug where bottom path XX2 Tack now gains extra Pierce. I honestly don't know if this is enough of a change. I'd like to see a few more small tack nerfs here and there, but it's a good start. It's a good start. It's probably better to be additive, buffing other towers rather than immediately nerfing this one. Dartling increased 1 Pierce at base. I think that's a great change. Dartling, a pretty decent tower in BTD 6. I've never used it, and I've never seen anyone use it, but that's probably because no one wants to use it. It seems very underwhelming, very okay-ish. Its early game was really bad, so base Pierce and Laser Chalk, hey, not bad. Not bad change. XX2 is cheaper, not bad. Boomerang. Boomerang also what I think is another S tier. Boomerang is so overpowered, much like Tack right now. 3XX getting a price increase I think is huge. I think it go a little higher in the price department. Very high Pierce, low effort required towers right now are generally just going to be objectively better. You can eco so much harder with a 3XX and 4XX Boomerang. I think Morglaives also deserves a bit of a price increase. And Moke Press, very powerful. Boomerang, one of the best towers in the game right now. I think getting a few price increases is a good change. Sub, another very, very, very strong tower in the game. S tier, A tier, something like that. Reactor, lower Pierce per tick, I think is good. It's a small change, but it doesn't kill the tower. I think Pierce changes are good for some of the very overkill Pierce towers in the game right now. 410 Pierce, which had higher Pierce, by the way. Mid cross path had much increased Pierce. 50 to 35, 80 to 50. I think that's a good change. Dart got some buffs. Good. I think Dart was too underwhelming. The fact that it's much cheaper to get it on the ground, I think is really good. Dart is meant to be the cheap start. It's meant to be a cheap start, and that's exactly what they're trying to do with this, and I think that's really good. Good changes. Ninja, slightly cheaper. Ninja felt a little underwhelming. I think Ninja's got a lot of potential, but I think getting price buffs is a good thing. And Druid, slightly cheaper and faster. I don't know if I agree with this. I think Druid's decent, but I think it's... We'll see. Only time will tell. Balloon rounds. First 24 group change. That is a massive raid. Balloon rounds. First 24... Round 24 first group change? I have a present voice. I'm very present. I'm here in the moment. Thank you. Pleasant. I'll take that, so. Round 24 is now shorter, less time to eco. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Frosty, for the explanation for my small monkey brain on that one. Eco changes. They've done a lot, I believe, to nerf some early game eco, which maybe will make farms better. Grouped Blues, now 24 cost. They were 15 before, I think. That's a massive price increase. Green spaced is 14, delay 20. I don't remember the originals. These don't show the changes. But basically what these mean, I believe, across the board, is most, if not all, early game eco has been reduced by just a little bit to make eco a little less good than it was before. I'm worried this means people can rush you down better, but I had one guy that just had a bunch of T4 and some T5 towers, and I only had T3s with one single T4 at the time, which was Pirates. And because of that, he basically just ecoed casually the whole game at a very meta setup. I just lost the late game because I didn't have the towers. Eco nerfs are a very good change. Regrow Bloom timer reduced by 15%. Thanks for the 5 gifted, Naga. I appreciate it, homie. Where was I? I believe regrow balloons in battles currently are nerfed from their BTD 6 counterparts. So timer reduced means I believe they regrow faster, which kind of makes sense. Fortified modifier unlocks on 18 instead of 19. Interesting. Fortified cerams have more HP. Okay, so they want fortified ceram rushes to be a real thing as opposed to the standard round 12 purple rush. Obes are cheaper and sooner sending, which I think is good. BFB's cheaper. Speed increase. Okay. ZMGs are... So they actually want to focus a little more mob rushdowns. These are cheaper and faster. Oh, righty then. But BADs got nerfed? I don't know if I agree with that. I honestly think BADs should not have been the thing that is reduced in HP. I think BADs or fortified BADs are the kind of thing, when you send that, your opponent should panic and think, oh, I don't have the defense for this. I gotta rush fortified DDTs. But anyways, I think these are really good balance changes. We're still in the first week of this game, and I think they're doing a good job. I really do. Okay, another quick note on the change. We'll be doing in 1.0.4 at the moment. XX2. Oh, I did actually talk about this real quick. Before you guys came in with the raid, I mentioned how I was pretty sure there was a bug here. Yeah, bottom path gives +1 Pierce, which makes OD spam with Village Alk an unbeatable, uncounterable, unfair strat currently. And I didn't actually see that they're patching this out of the game. The Pierce was meant to apply to 032, not the entire tower. Thank God. OD spam is so uncompetitive, so unfun to play against, and I'm very glad they're changing that. That is very good. The only reason I think they're giving 032 more Pierce in particular, most people from BTD 6 would know that if you're running a X3X, you're always going top crosspath, not bottom. Faster attack speed is generally just objectively better on a blade shooter, so giving bottom path Pierce makes it have a bit of a change, which is good. This is a very, very, very good bug fix. Alright. Can I have my hand back? She doesn't want to give me my hand back.